freedom. It'll always be freedom.
Welcome back to Conversations in Anarchy. Today we have the team of AnarchAwakening back with us, and they will tell more about themselves. So you guys that are gonna participate in the ceremonies feel that you know them a little bit better and feel even safer. Hi, Bearheart, Vistara, and Paolo. Thank you so much for coming back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm happy to be here. Continue the conversation.
The first question then is, we started that a little bit on the last episode, but please tell more about yourself, how you chose the path and how you chose the role that you're going to be doing during the AnarchAwakening this year at Anarchapulco. And let's start with Vistara, since you were not able to say so much on the last episode.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, family. Thank you, world family. World family. That's actually what really drives me deep in the most depth of my heart to join again from where I am here, holding space here since so many years in this sacred space, and now being able to participate with you all in a different environment, but totally in heart, totally in spirit, totally in containment, just in a container where let's just go and be together and be in love and be in this very deep not knowing and not having to be, not having to do anything space. And from a past of very many ups and downs, somehow the path is in a very stable, smooth space. And from that space, I would like to share myself with you, where my energy, which is your energy, because we're all together in this, we're all part of it. It's part of the same game. I come from that pure love, from the lighthouse of Bambuda, with pure love to share with you. And it's going to be amazing. It is already amazing because I can already feel it. And it's so exciting to be able to walk this path together. Thank you.
Thank you, Vistara.
Thank you, Vistara.
Do you want to say something, Bear, about how you became a part of this AnarchAwakening team?
I don't know how many years ago it was now, but it was probably, I don't know, 7 years ago, something like that, was when I was called in. We started right around there, yeah? It's been already 7, 8 years, something?
Yeah.
And, you know, I was called in to be able to work with a family with Kambo, one of the medicines that we were talking about the last conversation. And really what it felt like was, it was less there of coming to necessarily speak or serve Kambo. It was really to come together with the organizers and to, the best way to say it, I think, is to whatever needed to die, died, and whatever needed to be reborn, to be able to create a different and a much higher vibrational ripple within Anarchapulco. And so, you know, I did not come for probably a year or two. I chose not to come back. And then I was called again. And so thankfully so, because it came from a space of, you know, there's been a lot of turbulence, there's been a lot of things and a lot of growth, and there gets to be some kind of a reset. and we want to come from another perspective. And I thought that was beautiful. And and to know that I was be able to come back with Vistara and to come back to Bambuda and be there in such deep prayer. And that's really where, for me, that's where there was an alignment in morals, ethics, passion, understanding, gnosis, and so that's why I continue to say yes every year, coming back and back, because it for me it changed. It really became a family instead of just a place for a bunch of people to come and drink and have their fun, learn a few things. It really started to become a family, and I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful that within that family we've been able to see over the years now hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of our family heal deeply and learn, explore what this is that we consider consciousness, what this is that we consider feelings and sensation, and relating, coming back into harmony with what they call tribe. There's been such a forgetting of that, coming back to the main her, she, big mama, madre. And in that, there's been so much that's taken place. We've worked with the medicines, we've worked with each other, we've worked with the breath, we've worked with yoga and the body and movements and sound, touch, healing frequency, the plants, the animals, the amphibians, the temescale, the ocean, the freshwater channel. We've really become a family, y'all. And year after year and year after year, the family continues to come back, and in different ways, and in better ways, and more healthy ways, clear ways. So that was my start, and those are the reasons why I've continued to come back. And as this continues to grow as a strong family, like Vistara was saying, and for so long that she's been, the point at the lighthouse, and I was, and have been in a lot of travels, and for the past year and a half, I've been here tending to Eden's Ark here in Oregon, which is a beautiful homestead and sanctuary healing space. So Vistara and I are both putting some time and space away from our own homes, and the flows that are happening with here, with the family coming to heal and the animals, and we're coming both to be fully there, fully present with you. There's nowhere else we're going to be than right there. And in that kind of a space, when we embody 4 pillars very purely and authentically, which is love, freedom, safety, and truth, it automatically creates a space that's conducive for healing, introspection, the ability to feel more in order to feel better, the opportunity to really go inside to then blast off. But with those 4 pillars, having the safety to feel whatever it is that gets to be felt, to go into whatever it is, whether it's traumas or whether it's decision making or leadership, or if there's health issues that are concerning you. When we come together in these principles, we allow ourselves to be in the listening of spirit and the listening of what the teachers, the wise ones, are teaching us. And we come together in such a beautiful way. And nor Vistara or I can say exactly what it's going to be like. We can't say exactly what you're going to learn. There's no way, because we don't even know what we're going to learn in all of this. But we're going to be there. We're going to be present. We're going to be full of care and compassion, sure-footedness, steady, because we live this way. It's not just on the weekends. It's not every 6 months, day in, day out. The way that we'll show love. I can speak for myself, but I believe that I could speak for you here too, Vistara. The way that we truly share our love in the purest way is to share our presence, in the purest way. And we're coming, and we can't wait to see you.
Thank you, Bearheart.
Mm-hmm.
What about the presence is really, really important. There are it's really a gift to experience this in this other person or other persons that you are talking with or working with, that the presence is fully there. That's not always what's happening. What about you, Paolo?
Yeah, well, I've been working for Anarchapulco since 2019 event. My first experience at Anarchapulco was in 2018, where I was an attendee, and I met my wife there. Since then, we always been super involved with the whole community, and I always been part here and there of the AnarchAwakening portion. Before was health and wellness, and I always been really inspired and called to it. And in the last couple of years, I've been working a lot on myself, and I've been uh, I've been working a little bit in the jungle and learning things and learning new ways of living. And this is what is all about at the end of the day, is like discovering yourself and what you're here for. And I'm this year, I'm here for to be a help for everyone taking part of those retreats, and I will be there as a support since the beginning. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you. So, Paolo, this what you mentioned about discovering yourself. I guess in
Mhm.
this case, you are talking more about like working on yourself alone. But I know that you all three of you guys are
Mhm.
having life partners and children, and that is one of the ways how to discover your traumas and triggers and everything like this, and it can be really challenging at times.
Mhm.
And I heard one interview with some other people, and this one guy mentioned that, oh, actually, I think that the shamans or the safe space holders at the ceremonies, those that have experience with their own family and partners and children and are still there and still walking the path, they are actually kind of giving some different energy to the ceremony. What do you think about this statement? And if you agree, then how you would explain how it has made you a different person while going through the relationship.
Well, yeah, well, especially with the kids, is like they are the reflection of yourself, right? So everything that you see in them that is triggering you, you shortly understand that is you in the first place. So you start to realize things about yourself and about your environment, and is it gives you a big opportunity of growing and understand better, and become just a better person. I think.
Berhard, how have you experienced this wisdom of being in a relationship for a longer period of time and having kids has influenced you as a brother to other people?
Hmm. Well, I don't have the history of being with one person for more than 11 or 12 year period of time. I have the history of um, having my ex-wife and I were married for and together for almost 12 years, and we have two beautiful daughters. And then a dear beloved best friend of mine, Maria, her and I have a daughter, Ayla Liliana. And so what I've come to understand and the wisdom that I've gotten is that, you know, for what Spirit has led me to, and the people that I've come into deeper relations with, intimately having children with each other, and even now, my love Ona. It's again, I'll come back to presence. My lesson has been, it's not about how long we choose to stay with each other. It's how present and how real can we be with the time that God gives us. That's what the medicines tell me. That's what these ways tell me. That's what the wisdom has told me in my life, and just the lessons that I've been getting. Is that for as long as it's the most pure, and obviously with communication and deep communication, you'll know. And if shifts need to happen, and you've done everything that you can to be so pure with the intention of why you would be together, is that the way that I've been able to also say that I love is, at times it's while we're really close, and at times it's potentially with a little bit of space. But it doesn't mean that we're not going to remain extremely close. That the devotion is not continuously, and it's not just because they still live in my house or my bed, but it's because the devotion that I've shared and that I've committed is for life, no matter what. And so that's the wisdom that I have with my own life experience, and still, even just being 42 years old, I feel like a little puppy. There's still so much to learn from relations. There's still so much to, I mean, what else is this experience if not relating? Are we not always in relation to one another? Whether or not we're with each other every day or not, are we not always in relation with the elementals? Are we not always in relation with the plant kingdom? Are we not always in relationship with the animal kingdom? Just depending on how much we're aware of it. So this is a topic that I love to go deep into, because not only am I a student of love, but I'm a student of relating. I like to relate truly. That's what I have to say. What about you, Vistara?
Yes, thank you. I want to go back a little bit to the first part where, yes, I was saying, in being in this relation with this place, first of all, that I have created and has come out of my mind, as it's been now for 26 years or more, and it's a cycle, and where Anarchapulco has come here, and we have together created the ceremonial space, and it has always been this space for going deeper in relating, and people that have come in and out of the space, brothers and sisters, and allowing us all together watch the cycle of life and the relating. For me also, it's all about relation. It's like por todas nuestras relaciones, for all our relations. So yes, definitely in I can only talk for myself now. I love relating. It's like it's the basics. And yes, I have been in a relationship for 26 years, and he is the father of my daughter Ananda. And it has been a huge cycle of discipline and watching and creating and giving space. And not because we lay together in the same bed or not, does it keep me away from being able to relate with others. No, it has given me that space and allowing me, and thank you to him, to be able to relate even deeper with brothers and sisters, and with you, and with the group, and with the family. And if that wasn't there, then the purpose of this relationship, the way it is, would be obsolete. So the way we have managed to create it has been an absolute freedom, although we do live together, create together, have made the child together, the space for you, for creation, for ceremony, for everything that has gone through these walls and these plants that we've breathed together. So that's been so amazing. And I listened to each one of your stories, and it's so touching, and so, because it's all in the end about relating. And yes, how we did start our relating 7-8 years ago with Anarchapulco, coming through here, and the gift of Bear coming in, and that deep relation is going far out into where no walls exist. So what I want to share with this relating is that, yes, it started here in this container because we have this freedom of relating the way we do. And so I have no doubt at all that not having this container, the love of what has been manifested, what we've been able to manifest, and the clarity and the intuition, the discipline, the harmony, the movement, the breath, the love, that is the container which we are sharing wherever we are. And in that container, we will be present. So we can carry on sharing with whoever decides to walk into that space with us. Thank you.
Thank you. So you all three of you gonna be, there for people to support, to guide, and to hold this safe space. And what does safety mean to each of you personally? Let's start with Vistara.
Safety. Well, safety for me is being able to drop in relating and feel that I am held, although there's probably, safety, it's very wide and vague, but it's definitely where I can make you feel safe to be the way you are, to let go whatever ideas, taboos, or mind that may come and go. If I can provide that, then thank you. If you can provide that for me, then thank you. That is a perfect fusion. And if it's not there, it's okay also. It will happen at another time and space. So it is nothing tangible. It is nothing to hold on to. Nevertheless, I know what it feels like, and I know deep down that what I can share with Bear in receiving you is that safe spot.
Or would you like to continue?
I can go. When I think of safety, it's all subjective. The word is. Everyone feels something different. And at times it's difficult to put a word, but I have a few words that I feel will communicate it from my heart. When I think of safety, I think of the lack of needing to look over my shoulder in mind, body, or spirit. And so that is what I offer. There will never be a need to ever look over your shoulder in mind, body, or spirit. That's where my system relaxes, is when I don't have to worry about anything physical happening to me. I don't have to worry about anything mental happening to me. I don't have to worry about something being finagled emotionally is going to be coming my way. Neutrality, sweet nectar space, God space, protective space. Like the bear is sitting there and there's not an army that could penetrate the space, type of space. For me. Can I ask a quick question and turn this around?
Yeah. Yes.
Because both of you have been participants of Vistara and I working together and being in the harmony that we are. We've been in all different kinds of ceremony together. We've been in all different kinds of space and healing space and learning space and familial space. We've been in the tears with each other. We've been in the screams with each other. We've been in the surrendering with each other. When it comes to you, Laura and Paolo, what can you share with the family that's going to be watching this and what your own experiences have been and how you feel whether or not it's been safe or not, and what it's done in your life that could potentially share with the people watching from that perspective?
Paolo, do you want to start?
Sure. Well, to me, it's always been a complete safe space. Like it's really, really like familiar when you're there. The feeling is like, and to me, like what I'm looking when I'm looking for a safe space is something that it has to be like familiar for me and something that I can like really let go. And all of this has always been the case. I've been having no problems of being scared or like having any sort of issues, especially with this group is extraordinary. I had other experience where I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel completely safe, and therefore I didn't have any experience. And but with Bear and Vistara, it's always good. They can create a real good environment, a real good place to be and to be with your own and with the others around and be able to really work and really be able to open yourself in the part that you need to go and look for it, because it's more like introspective journeys than an outer space. It's kind of outer space, but inner space, right?
Yeah, when I have to think about this question, first thing is what is important to me is to see in you, Bear and Vistara, that you are full of this life energy, that you are alive, that you yourselves are really enjoying processes and relations and things that are happening around, and you are really present and giving the best that you can give at that moment. And also the other thing is that I know, especially if there is a ceremony in a group, that's going to be, for example, Inner Alchemy retreat, it's going to be in a group, then to know that, that I can, as a participant, can be in my processes, and I don't have to worry about, is the person beside me or behind me or in front of me is okay. Because I don't know, at least I am, when somebody is really experiencing strong feelings, and even if it's like really strong laughing, I can, maybe because mothers do that, I can feel like, oh my, okay, do I need to attend? Is everything okay? But then I have this, oh yeah, I don't have to worry about this. Bearheart and Vistara knows if they need to, if they need to do, there's something, and I can just really really dive into myself and experience the things that are happening to me. And that is very important, because actually there are not so many situations and spaces in my life, at least, where I can totally relax and just think about what is happening with me. And those moments are really special when they happen. So, yeah, definitely. Also, as you, Paulo, mentioned that you have tried ceremonies and maybe some medicines other places. I myself as well have done that, and I have been, yeah, maybe a bit skeptical because I haven't had this safe space, and I haven't had the people around me that I really felt knows what's happening and what to do if something is happening otherwise than expected. And so that's why also I asked the previous episode, is there any age limitation, or yeah, that the young people, especially if they feel like, oh, I really want to try something like this, that it's really important, I think, for them, or to encourage them at least, and to tell about that it's like really different experience if you're doing this in a safe space, or if you're just doing this with your friends that are also still searching and probably, yeah, partying and haven't done any preparation to honor the medicine, for example, or the ceremony, and then that kind of, yeah, plays out in a totally different way than probably expected or awaited. So yes, definitely that is when our kids gonna be starting to question these kind of things, that I will definitely suggest them, yeah, to do that in a safe space.
Yes. Can I
Thank
speak
you.
one more thing about safety, just briefly?
I need to end my presence with you guys. Thank you
Okay.
so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Vistara, for
Thank
this
you,
Oh, no.
Vistara.
present.
See you very soon. Be
Okay.
well embraced and
See
stay
you soon.
safe.
Thank you, Vistara.
Thank
Ciao.
you.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, Bella. Very briefly, a part of safety as well. It's good to speak on at times, like myself or Vistara as and with Paolo and support as the facilitators, the medicine holders. Just because you think that you're ready may not mean that you're ready. And you may think that you want to drink a bunch and then come into deep medicine. That doesn't mean you're ready. And I'm happy that you brought that up, Laura, of not respecting the medicine. It's like, this is real. Lives are changed drastically and working in these ways. We get to show up with respect. Or from what I've been able to witness in thousands and thousands and thousands of repetitions, most of the time I only speak in the ways of collecting data, so that way my own personal opinions don't. I don't really. Personal opinions in this work for me is neither here nor there, but collecting data is very important. And so, with all that data collection that I've been able to accrue from the family, I've been able to see patterns. And the ones who show up with respect, the ones who show up in a way of prayer, preparing themselves with an intention, meeting the medicine and the teacher where they get to go, allowing themselves to care enough to be willing to surrender to it, to themselves. When we appreciate ourselves enough to appreciate the process and the medicine and the integration, it helps us drastically. When we do anything of the opposite and we don't show up with the respect and we half step it, we fight it, we blame it, we blame ourselves, we blame everybody else, not able to take accountability, ownership. when we don't respect the process and the integration, those who go back to poisoning themselves, you can end up more confused. And so for that reason, just because somebody pays or thinks that they can pay for a ceremony, that's not how this works. There is a sacred reciprocity, but there's also a lot of other components that go into that, which, as we know, and as we spoke about the last time of having the medical form, we're just getting in a bunch of family that are putting their forms in, and I'm going to be in contact. But if it's not the right time for really important reasons, I will communicate that to you. The medicines will tell me immediately. Speaking with whoever it is, and that doesn't mean that you won't be able to have powerful experiences. It just means that if you think that you've gone online and done a bunch of research and that you're going to be fine, where really it could take away from the healing, myself and Vistara will be ones that will speak to you with love and kindness and truth. And our only objective is to help strengthen the family, not to allow foolishness or naivety to confuse the family. So a part of like safety and protection, I have to protect people from themselves sometimes, because they don't actually know. They don't know how drastic these ways can affect us. And if we're not coming correct, I think any good teacher would spank you on the butt. And just like if you come correct, any good teacher will be very present with you. And so that's another, just a little touch I wanted to add to safety. Sometimes that's not talked about. And we hear all these stories of how God knows what is happening. If somebody gives somebody a couple $100, they could find anything, and they could do anything, and they can mix anything, and they can concoct anything, but that does not mean it's going to be healthy. So we're going to make sure everyone is safe. Mind, body, spirit, pharmacologically, in all the ways.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, Paolo, the Inner Alchemy retreat is sold out. So the group of people is already clear. What about the Kambo and about those private sessions during the
during the event?
Yes.
We still have good availabilities for now. So if you want to, just go purchase a ticket on the website and schedule as soon as you receive your confirmation, so we know that everything went good. And there is still probably like 25 spots, something like that, 30 spots still available. So but the Inner Alchemy retreat is sold out. So that is being taken down from the website for now. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So yes, people. So you have still possibility for the private sessions, and they're gonna be totally worth it. I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Is there something that you guys want to tell more, to add to this conversation, or are we ready to say bye and you guys gonna meet people live really, really soon in Puerto Vallarta?
Is there anything that you want to share, Paolo?
To me, it's just come here, come to Puerto Vallarta. We'll see each other very soon, and it's gonna be fantastic. Really good experience.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
What I would like to share is that for whoever's still watching this, everything is already working perfectly. If you feel really called, then this will, in the medicine, like truly called, listen to the call. If it's not really there, there's so much more that you can gain from coming to Anarchapulco and Puerto Vallarta. And there's so many speakers, there's so many things, there's so many ways of learning, there's so much connection, and all of it to be had. The entire time is medicine, if we look at it that way. But if this specific way of healing, learning, exploration, if this is something that is calling you deeper, pay attention to it. And again, all I can say is that I know that we're going to come with pure presence. And what I would ask, being like a teacher's assistant, come with your presence as well, as the teacher is going to demand that of us. And I want to make sure we set you up the best way possible to learn with the most clarity, effectiveness, and efficiency possible. Can't wait to see you.
Definitely. And I can add that being able to participate for 4 years and not going this year, me and the kids, we are really starting already to feel
We're
that,
gonna miss you.
okay, we are missing you. I am missing you guys so much. And that also the kids, the kids, I guess, had to have this possibility to learn that how it feels without Anarchapulco, because I think they started so young that especially Elizabeth, she kind of felt that she never had the possibility to kind of experience something else. But right now, she, even before, because Chris, the dad, is already in Mexico and she's missing him, and then we are feeling how it's gonna be without going there, and both of them are saying, yeah, we are going next year.
Well, give them big hugs. Give them big hugs from us.
Yeah, I will. Thank you. Yeah, but it's also, as you say, Bear, that everything is happening already. So for us personally, we have this possibility to experience how it is to be without it and to appreciate it even more. That's unfortunately sometimes that's how it is. When you miss something that you have had, you value and you really feel, oh, that is so precious.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you guys so much, and thank you, Vistara, and yes, our audience, you really have something special to look forward to, like really, really soon. It's happening. So thank you for your time and your attention, and peace, love, and anarchy.
Thank you, Lara.
Blessings. Amor.
Puerto Vallarta, here we come. Vamos.
Palm trees whisper, freedom in the breeze. Ocean's hymn, no chains, no pleas, no rulers, no kings, no scripts to recite. Burn the old book, let the phoenix ignite. Rebirth on the sand, where the rebels convene. A Genesis scene, mind sharp and keen. Dollars to dust, trust in the soul. Anarchapulco, where we break the mold. Anarchapulco, where the spirit flies. New dawn, breaking under open skies. No masters, no limits, no chains to choke. This is freedom's fire, Anarchapulco spoke. Anarchapulco, where the spirit flies. New dawn, breaking under open skies. No masters, no limits, no chains to choke. This is freedom's fire, Anarchapulco spoke. Beach bonfire starts spark like flint. Ideas ricochet, no permission, no stint. Borders dissolve, minds expand. Every soul sovereign, every mind grand. No contract signed, just a handshake truth. Ancient wisdom reborn in the fountain of youth. Rules crumble like castles at high tide. Revolution lives where the dreamers reside. Golden horizon, the birth of the free. Echoes of laughter, the waves decree. Freedom is anthem, a beat in the chest. Anarchapulco, where the restless rest.
with performing artist Ayame.
I don't need a muse or anything to do. Probably just get canceled 'cause I'm singing about the truth. Feels like we're getting wiser, don't choose. Since the lies that they blew up, now nobody trusts the news.
Anarchapulco opening party on February 15th. Anarchapulco Genesis, February 16th to 20th. The Dollar Vigilante TDV Summit, February 21st. The Crypto Vigilante TCV Summit, February 22nd. Agorapulco, retreats, and other excursions, February 21st to 27th. Bufo and other plant medicines with Bearheart throughout the event. A special Iboga ceremony with Christoph Melchizedek from February 23rd. 2 Tesla plasma healing devices will be running throughout the event. Thanks to the Tesla Club. Bring the whole family. The Anarchapulco Family Camp runs throughout the event with activities for non-lethally injected, free-range, unschooled pure souls. Anarchapulco 2026. Genesis. Puerto Vallarta,